Hello, this is Manesh Patel from the Ichimoku Today is June 17th, 2012. This is our weekly Ichimoku analysis where we go for all the futures from commodity futures to natural gas to heating oil to lumber to cotton, sugar, bonds, everything you could ever think of. This is our normal disclaimer here. This is state this is for education use only. If you decide to buy anything, you're doing that at your own risk. All charts you're going to see are basically from Thinkorswim from TD Ameritrade. Here are my contact details. Here at info@eiicapital.com. You could also reach us at ichimokutrade.com for any of our free videos, our heat map, our email/phone alerts, signal service, tutorials. Everything's pretty much available there at ichimokutrade.com. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to access our heat map and we're going to kind of see exactly what's going on. So let me flip from currencies to futures. So give me one sec here. So now we flip to futures, and if you don't know what our heat map is all about, these numbers and everything, you can pretty much go here to the website, go to education. You could go to the events page where we have online webinars that we've done. There's another one coming up next month, and also you could access our free any of the past events. You could also go to videos and heat map email right here, videos, and you could access all these other videos there too. Okay, so basically what we're looking at is the daily and weekly time frame. We're looking for the same color code, and the dailies basically got to be in a 2 or 4 without it being yellow. Yellow basically means overextended. So this is the same color, but this is basically overextended, so there's no opportunity there. If you just scroll down, you're really not going to see many opportunities at all. Really, that's same color, but that's 5. That means the trend's already over. Nothing to even really look at there. There's a 2, but then you got a white over there, so there's no opportunity there. You got a 2 over here, but then the higher time frame is already overbought, so that's not even an opportunity there. There was a potential there, nothing, nothing, nothing. So there's really no multiple time frame opportunities as far as daily and weekly is concerned. So basically, it means that nothing is starting a new trend at this point. Things already started trends, they're getting to an end, or we're pretty much in a consolidation or pullback phase. So let's go through every chart and kind of look through everything, and let's start from the very beginning with futures and then scroll down. If you come down here to cocoa futures right now, here's cocoa futures going moving forward, and really if you look at cocoa futures over here, and this is the daily chart, remember, and then you got your weekly over here. Okay, this had an opportunity here. It's coming out of the cloud right now, but if you look here, the tickets and Cajunson are not close to each other, so the trade right now is not ready to go, but it will be probably in the future, but not right now. If you look here on the weekly time frame, this is bearish trend. We're just consolidating. When this does start to go up, it's basically going to be a major pullback to the weekly time frame for the cocoa, so the profits are going to be very limited. Right now, basically resistance you're looking at is 2300. Support basically you're looking at is 2195. So there's no real opportunity right now as far as cocoa futures are concerned in the long term. Like sweet crude oil, if you look here, bearish trending here, still continue to go forward to move down. It's still a trend downwards. Over on the weekly time frame, the sentiment has changed to be bearish, and it's basically oversold right now. That's basically what this yellow line here, red, is basically telling you. On the weekly, it's oversold, and the daily, it's oversold too. So it definitely needs a pullback. Basically, the next resistance level is going to be 89.14. After that, basically, it's going to be 93.75 is the next resistance level. If it breaks below this level here, 81.14, then you do have a possibility of getting to 80 and then coming down to 75 to retest this low here. You never know what's going to happen. If you look here, back in last year in August 8 of last year, it did sit there and come all the way down that low. So summer months, pretty much, if you notice this, crude oil is pretty much known for seasonally to kind of go down and then it starts going up. So it'd be interesting to see if it still follows the same pattern. Cotton here on the weekly time frame is still basically bearish trending right now. On the daily time frame right now, after the contract rolled over, pretty much is still bearish trending right now. So both the daily and weekly are still trending downwards. US dollar, It's bullish trending on both the daily and weekly. However, this looks like it's trying to sit there and do a major pullback on the daily. If it does, it's going to come down to about 81.16, and then the next level, that's going to be the major level there, which it has to hold. If it holds there, it bounces off there, then it does have the ability to come back and retest the highs. If it doesn't, then it's going to basically tear this bullish trend apart, and does have a possibility coming all the way back down to about 79, 78 level. So only time will tell exactly what's going to happen with that one. We'll come back to gold. Feeder cattle. The feeder cattle is still bullish trending on the weekly. Nothing really going on the daily. It's just sitting there consolidating now. And the interesting levels are going to be, support's going to be 153.77. Resistance basically going to be 160. Lean hogs, really nothing going on as far as the weekly is concerned. You got a range basically here between 94.73, and support basically is going to be 82.54. It looks like a bullish trend here, but all it did was get to the top of the range up here, so we're just bouncing back and forth until we break out of that range. Copper, bearish trending on the daily time frame. It's now starting to undergo a medium pullback. Basically the 3.5498 is going to be a major resistance level that it has to hold. A minor one's going to be basically 46.08 moving forward. So those are the two levels, but it is bearish trending as far as daily and weekly is concerned. Heating oil has been a great trade here. This has been basically going down, 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 down. This is basically a bearish trend here on the daily time frame. Not quite a trend on the bullish time frame, the weekly time frame at all. However, it came up here, pulled back a little, kind of held, and it's got to sit there and start tanking. If this thing starts tanking, it does sit there and have the ability to come all the way, believe it or not, back down here to 2308. Sorry, 2.3083. So it's got to sit there and break this level here. If it does, then it can sit there and go down another couple of points going downwards. But if you look here, we're still bearish trending here. Everything still looks good. Minor resistance level is going to be 67.02, 77.40 are going to be basically the major resistance levels moving forward. Coffee is being bearish trending to the downside, still bearish trending to the downside. We got to this major support level there. Looks like we're trying to get past there and go to that one, which is basically our next journey to the next journey level down. So we broke the 155. I think we're trying to get to the 147. I think the 147 was we're pretty much going to hold, hopefully, for coffee. Lumber. Nothing really going on right now. It is trying to set up for a bullish trade here, but if you could only break this, let's just say 300 level. If it could break 300 level, then it can sit there and start a long-term trend to the top side. But a lot of people don't think so because it looks like a double top here where it doesn't look like it wants to get down to that level. Major support basically is going to be 263.60 moving forward. Live cattle. Nothing really going on here. Was bullish trending here to the upside. It basically came down, did a major pullback, started to go up again here. It had a potential of going up, but 121.33 resistance level kind of held, and now we're at a major support 116. So this thing's ranging between 121 and 116. Whichever way this thing breaks, this thing's going to go and start a trend that way. So keep an eye on that one. Natural gas. If you look here, the bearish trending here, we went up, we came down here to a major support level, which is roughly about 2.248, and then the resistance level is going to be right here, which is 2.55. So this is the range that we're basically ranging between here, and you could see that we're really it could sit there, and believe it or not, this could be the bottom now. It's got to sit there and break the 255 level and start really going towards this 2.8, break that. If it does, then it can sit there and move up. You could see this big huge bar that happened on Thursday. The only trade that was set up really was a trade on the 30-minute, which looked really good off of basically a major support, and you can see that trade that we blogged on ichimokowebsite.com, which is our blog. Orange juice, really nothing going on right now. Bearish trending on both the daily and weekly, kind of consolidating here on the daily, but really doesn't mean anything there. Resistance basically is going to be 125.48 and 162.03 moving forward. Palladium, nothing really going on. It's just sitting there ranging, believe it or not, between this level here and this level here. So those are the two levels. It's basically ranging, but nothing really going on until it breaks those two levels. Platinum, really nothing going on. It basically hit a bottom there. Its top's going to be basically right there. It's at a minor resistance level basically right now at 1492. Next major resistance is going to be basically 1593 moving forward. For natural gas, let's go for gasoline. After they hit the double top, basically gasoline is going all the way down, 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 down. It basically hit a major support level at 2.598. It's got to bounce off that, come all the way back to 2.9737. After that point, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. And you could see it's kind of bottomed out here because we're now starting to consolidate. I think this will consolidate until we break the 2.8051. Once we break that, then we'll definitely go to about 2.9737. Where it's going to be basically do or die for this instrument moving forward. Sugar, really nothing going on. Bearish trending right here on both the daily and weekly. We're engaging in a major pullback as far as daily is concerned. Looks like we're trying to get to about 21.15, or basically the major level is going to be 22.53. If we get to 22.53, this thing's got to hold in order to just keep the trend going downwards. Gold. If you look at gold, really nothing going on. We have this bottom here, which is basically a 1530, which is being holding. We got to break the major resistance 1658. If we break that major resistance on a weekly time frame 1658, we do have a possibility going long over a long period of time. So definitely keep an eye on this gold because I do have a feeling that this thing's going to sit there and start taking off. The charts are setting up, but we got to wait for these resistance levels to be broken. Once they are broken, then gold does have the clear path to sit there and keep on going higher, but it's got to break out this consolidation range, and the consolidation range, believe it or not, is here to here, but the median one is right there at 1658. So if it breaks 1658 on a weekly, then it does have a potential to go to 1797. Then at that point, we have to see exactly what the charts look like to see if it's going to break through that. Silver, on the other hand, is not as strong as gold. As you could see here, we're still at close to the bottom of the range right now. Believe it or not, this thing does have the ability to tank to a whole new level. So definitely, if you're looking at pairs trade, go long gold and go short silver. We've been doing that for a long time, and we still have that trade on right now. 30-year Treasury. If you look here, bullish trending on both the daily and weekly. Major support level is going to be basically 146,127. Major resistance level is going to be basically 152,02. Corn. Nothing really going on with corn right now. It's at a major resistance level right now, which is basically 597.75. It's at a minor support level at 583. It's got to sit there and break this level right here. If it breaks down 557, then watch out, because this thing will tank, and it does have ability to come all the way down here, believe it or not, to 424.25. So it does have the ability to move over 25 points. Sorry, over about 75 points in a very short amount of time. So definitely keep an eye on this one moving down. But this thing does have the ability to set up, and you can see from the daily it's trying to set up, but it's got to break this 557 level moving down. If it does, this thing will tank. 5-year Treasury, nothing really going on. Bullish trending still here on the weekly, but the charts don't look that great as the 10-year, sorry, as the 30-year. So I definitely used the 30-year instead of the 5. Soybean oil, basically bearish trending here on the daily time frame, and you could see here we've been bearish trending here on the weekly too, but we are at a major resistance level right now, which is 58.11. If we hold there, it's got to come back to about next resistance level it's got to come to is 50.71. If it breaks there, 52.13. Those are resistance levels, and of course the support level is 48.11 moving forward. Soybean meal, not really much going on, still bullish trending as far as the weekly is concerned, and it basically held here at the support, which is 390.40 going forward. Daily looks ugly because it's just in there consolidating. It looks like it wants to sit there and pull back down and break that 30.90 level, so time's going to be interesting to see what happens, but the range on this is basically 440 is major resistance and 390 is a major support. So whichever one it breaks, that's the way it's going to go. 10-year Treasury notes, basically bullish trending on both the daily and weekly. We're kind of consolidating here now on the daily, so it looks like this bullish trend may start to come to an end. We don't know. Major support level is going to be 131,0107 moving forward. Oats, really nothing going on. It's just big consolidation range, and so there's nothing really to talk about there as far as oats is concerned. And then you got soybean futures. Really nothing going on as far as soybean futures are concerned. 1300 is basically a major support level. 1450 is a major resistance level. This thing's just sitting there ranging between the two, so there's nothing really going on there. Wheat, nothing really going on there. It's basically ranging to between 580 and really up here. I would even go up to here to about 740. So it's ranging between those two values right now for wheat, so there's no real opportunity there. That's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us here. Here are my contact details. You could contact us at any of our office locations here worldwide. We got email addresses there too on the website. Or you could go to ichimokutrade.com and access any of our free information that's available for you. Thank you.